You won't believe the astonishing things that are about to unfold as Tim ventures deeply into the dark world. To gather more clues, Tim decided to play the role of a kid's buddy and carefully approach them in a no-camera zone. He cleverly quoted phrases from the books to win their trust, while informing them that his evidence should have been buried deep by now. As long as they could help him find a kid to satisfy his twisted need, he promised to get him out. He then asked the chief for a week. He vowed to crack the case and, with the chief's consent, pretended to let the middleman go as repayment. The middleman lowered his guard, trusting Tim and granting his request. A week later, the middleman finally reached his higher-up. After some haggling, he was invited to carve where a photo of a little boy named Sioxian was tucked in the book. The boy was just 5. This was indeed one of the missing children they had been desperately searching for over a long period of time, and upon hearing the news, Tim's emotions erupted like a volcano. Just then, the middleman sensed something was off and tried to flee, only to get snagged by Tim, who ordered his men to take him away. They then searched. The efforts won't go in vain. Tim discovered the boy from a photo in the chubby guy's car. The chubby guy tried to pull a fast one with the family photo, but Tim noticed the boy in the backseat was too nervous to speak, so he ordered his crew to detain the fatty. "That's not your name. Here's the genuine choice being offered to you," Tim exclaimed as he swiftly whisked the boy away to the police station. The female doctor found tear wounds in the boy, indicating fresh injuries. For his mental health, she advised him to steer clear of discussing the ordeal. Tim couldn't fathom the boy's 3 months of torment, so took him to a favourite burger joint for warmth. When Tim casually mentioned his nickname as Timmy, the boy paused, then took off the necklace his sister had given him. Because the pendant of the necklace also bore the inscription Timmy, the boy anxiously inquired, "Do you possess a Timmy as well? Could you assist me in locating my sister?" The boy painfully recalled the unforgettable night when Jaisal brought them to the dock and locked them in a container. Transferred by international ferry, they drifted for about half a month at sea, living in a dark, damp environment that made everything tough. Many kids died before reaching their destination, while survivors were sold like products until a chubby guy took him to a Mexico nightclub. From then on, he became a money-making tool, while his sister Anna remained with Jaisal, disappearing without a trace. Chubby guy brainwashed him with, "If you don't help me, people will get mad, and they'll kill your brother." To protect his sister, the boy endured 3 months of torment, a typical manipulation tactic by traffickers, which the boy still naively believed. "Are you coming with me?" "Yes. Will I be with my sister?" "I trust you." "You'll never find out, I promise you." A few days later, the boy finally reunited with his father at the airport, who had aged considerably during the ordeal. His father hoped that Bud could help find his daughter, though Bud knew it wouldn't be that easy. Seeing the grief in his father's eyes, Bud struggled to speak the truth. Soon the boy would follow him home, and before leaving, he gifted Bud the necklace, a memento from when he parted with his sister, hoping it would bring them luck. After sending off the boy, Bud that night warned the chubby man, threatening him to yield more clues. "You better come clean, or I'll send you back to the prisons in Colombia, where I'll get beaten every day. You should clarify and tell me what I need to know." Bud quickly learned about Anna. Although he confirmed she was alive, rescuing her meant going to Colombia, posing a dilemma for the chief, as capturing criminals is no easy international. Moreover, they were rescuing kids from another country. He couldn't approve Bud's request, whether in manpower or resources. "He has the job, tear that apart. This is my life. I have no other choice." In the end, after relentless efforts, the chief agreed to Bud's mission. After saying goodbye to his wife, he landed in Colombia. As soon as landing, he joined local police to find Jaisal, but after days of no leads, they had to take him to meet a local bigwig named Babiro, who was famous for money laundering and later involved in human trafficking. But his methods were entirely different. He protected the children he bought and even funded their return to their families. When Bud walked in, the seasoned Babiro instantly perceived he wasn't just another amusing American. As Bud stated his purpose, Babiro burst out laughing. Finding a missing girl here is nearly as hard as reaching for the stars. If you're lucky, she might be just a wall away. But bad luck could mean she's already far away, and from acquisition to recovery, it only takes a few steps with the girl. They were protected like diamonds, and Bud asked, "Why do you do that?" "Because God's children don't belong to us." Hearing this, Babiro became quite interested, knowing he needed to get clear about Bud's true intentions before helping. Was Bud climbing ranks or truly saving? After aligning motives, Babiro slowly revealed Jaisal's story. He controlled about 20 kids, once a model, using his looks to bribe officials, empowering his audacity. What's worse, his background was squeaky clean. He never left the country since 12, not even a parking ticket. This meant that even capturing him wouldn't stop his operations. Bud thought about the old tactic of acting as bait to lure him in. But Babiro dashed that plan quickly, saying Jaisal wasn't your ordinary trafficker. She wouldn't trade without familiarity and definitely wouldn't trust some random American popping up. The plan hit a dead end until one day a news report inspired him, stating authorities had busted a nightclub catering to officials and elites. They had uncovered 150 children in the bust, all sent by local traffickers. He suddenly thought, what if he created a similar venue in Colombia,